Welcome back, and if you've just joined us, the program is still Good Morning Abuja, showing on the Unity Station 98 Channel 5 Abuja opportunities that we have in the livestock industry. And to take us deeper into discussing more of the opportunities we have our guest with us this morning, a friend of the house. Help me welcome Engineer Abayomi Onotoya to the program this morning. Engineer Abayomi is a Global Director, Africa House. Engineer Abayomi, you're welcome to the
Thank you for
program.
having me. It's a pleasure.
All right.
Good morning, engineer,
Thank
and
you
welcome
so
on the show.
Okay.
Thank you for having me.
All right. This morning we are looking at opportunities that we have in the livestock industry. So you take us from there. What are the emerging opportunities that we have in the livestock industry?
Yeah, the livestock industry is an interesting one because we're developing nation in terms of the meat value chain.
Okay.
We're still growing and we still have a lot to learn. And because of the evolution in the industry, it creates a lot of opportunities in terms of meat processing, in terms of the way we even raise the animals, you see, from goats to cattle and the different types of livestock we have in the industry. So there's opportunity for everyone in the industry, from the small guy to the big guy.
Amazing, amazing. When we talk about the opportunities in the livestock industry, in the agricultural sector, and let's x-ray the role that technology plays here. Are there technological inputs that seem to help this process?
Yes, there are a couple of technologies that we can be embedded into the livestock value chain. One of them is the milk production, you see, and because in Nigeria, as it stands in our industry, we have not tapped into the milk value chain, you see, because we only focus on the meat. And we need equipment, modern technology to allow us get efficient milk production. For example, if you go to places like India, a single cattle can produce up to 30, 40 liters of milk per day. For Nigeria, that number stands around 2 to 3 liters per day. So you can imagine how much money we can generate for our nation by focusing only on the milk, not to talk of the other aspects of livestock industry, including fattening the cows up, the cattle up, and the even goat milk. In fact, we've not even looked into that area yet. So technology plays a vital role in how we can, improve the value chain, even tagging of animals. If you want to export your meat to Western markets, your meat must have what we call traceability. That means you must record the information about the animal when they were born all the way till slaughter, which basically involves tagging them on the air with what we call RFID tags.
Okay.
And with that technology, you'll be able to document everything about the animal, like the vaccinations you've given the animal, the injections and whatnot, the weight. So you have a complete record. So with that technology, you are able to enter premium markets and get premium value for the livestock that you're rearing.
Okay, talking about technology that you just spoke about, you can't separate the youth when it comes to anything technology. And in your response, you said that it is industry that is available for the young and the old. Now, how can the youth, what are the practices that should be in place for youth to have interest in this industry?
First, we need to let them understand that the livestock industry is very profitable.
Okay.
And I'll give you a simple example. If we talk about goat, for example, the goat industry, you can start your business for as low as 100,000 naira by having maybe one e-goat and then two she goats, and then you multiply that. A goat gives birth twice a year, so you're talking about doubling your stock every 6 months. You see, and once they see that part, that yes, I can actually double my investment in a very short period of time, then we'll ginger their interest. After doing that, we'll not let them understand the money part, the sales part of the business. Like, you can actually export goat meat, and many people don't know this. Nigerian goat is considered the topmost protein in the West. In fact, they call it Chivon, you see. And in the West, especially in the US, Nigerian goat meat is considered high quality, high value, because it is considered lean meat. It doesn't have a lot of fat. So as a result of that, it commands premium value in terms of dollar and cents. So once we are able to expose our youth to see this angle that whatever I'm doing, there's a reward component to it. So they will say, you know what? let me get into this industry and let's make a good income for our nation and creating jobs in the process.
Okay.
When we would talk about the value chain of the livestock industry and how this translates to money, uh, for this youth to be able to participate, for people to be able to delve into that industry and tap the opportunities therein, what role or what are the things that you feel government need to do or are doing or ought to do to ensure that the incentives are there as so as to drive the value and the interest to see that it brings us foreign earnings?
That's a good question because see, a major responsibility lies on the shoulders of the government in terms of standards. The government needs to establish certain standards to allow people producing meat, livestock to follow. Because if you are to export your goat meat or even the cattle, the cows, you need to have there are certain rules you must follow. So as a result, they have to create that set of rules and standards for them to follow. And the second thing they need to do is there's a need for a national livestock database, a database whereby potential buyers for foreign lands can actually access information about these animals. The only country in Africa doing this is Namibia. And Nigeria needs to set up because it's the responsibility of the government. An individual cannot do that. For us in the private sector, we tried something similar. In fact, we have a database like that, but there must be a government-controlled database where information about all the livestock production and the particular animal is stored, whereby a foreign buyer will say, you know what, give me 1,000 tons of goat meat. So they will go to this database and verify the information and to ensure that you've complied with all these standards. These are things government must do, and also finance. Because to export is not easy, that's the truth. And if you're in livestock export business, you need to have that support from in terms of export guarantees and the things that ensures that when you're exporting, you're sure you get your money back and you'll be able to run your business profitably. And in terms of even the ranching of the animals, moving animals up and down will no longer work because then you need the whole of the country to be able to basically raise the animals. So the government needs to create funds that will allow individuals to own small ranches, like maybe 10 animals, 20, 30, 100, 1,000, such a way that we run an efficient livestock production system that is very, very efficient in terms of cost and in terms of the money people will make for. So government has a lot to do in this regard.
Okay, sir. If to get you right, in one of your responses, you say that our livestock here is they have high quality protein and we have less of fat. Now, how does the global demand for high quality protein present opportunity for expansion in the livestock industry?
Well, like you said, the quality always has its way, you see. There's a constant demand for quality meat because of people are now health conscious. They run away from cholesterol and whatnot and whatnot. But lucky as we are as a nation, our meat fits perfectly into that particular sphere that people are looking for. So there would always be demand for Nigerian meat, but the only missing link is we need to ensure that we increase our production to meet the demands. You see, and as it stands, we have 20 million heads of cattle in Nigeria, and we can do more. We can do like the likes of Brazil that has hundreds of millions in their stock. So there's room for improvement there.
Okay, that's very interesting. Our conversation has been with Engineer Bayomi, and we've been discussing the opportunities that lie in the agricultural sector, particularly in the livestock sector. It's been a wonderful conversation so far,
Thank
Engineer.
you so
Thank
much
you
for
so much
coming
for
on the
having me.
program.
Thank
All
you
right.
very